Alrighty then. Alright, so for any true Need for Speed fans out there, like I mean, you've been playing since maybe Hot Pursuit or Underground. Here's my story for you. So, you play Underground 1, you go up against Eddie, and you win, you beat him, you get his car, you take his girl, whatever. All said and done, you go to the second game, and then it's like, yeah, hot shot, you beat Eddie, you got the car, you got the girl, whatever. Then someone orders a hit on you. And then it's the girl that was helping you, I don't know her name. She's like, you know, get out while you can. And you go to, I think her sister or something, in a different city. Then she helps you, and then you become like a next level street racer over there, in a different place. And that happens, and then it's like, oh yeah, this guy's so cool, and he runs the underground now. And then you go to what's after that? Underground 2. You have Most Wanted. You come in, Razor beats you because he cheats, takes your car, then you make your rep all the way back up, and then you get your car back, and you beat him, and then you leave, and then the chief of police guy, what was his name? I forget. Chases you out, and then in Carbon you come back as with the same car, and the same guy chasing you, and then you start doing crew stuff from there. And then you win, and then at the end of the game, a bunch of cars, like I think the guy you're working with, or whoever it is, a bunch of cars get stolen from the garage, like every single car, except for like one or something. Good luck. Good luck. But a bunch of cars get stolen. And then the next game's Pro Street, you know, that's kind of like this game, but like on a grander scale. It's like, I don't think it's illegal street racing, there's no cops in that game, but it's like regulation races, you know. And then you do that. Then you have Undercover, where you're working as a street racer who works for the cops. Yeah, I know, because I sold all the cars. But yeah, you work for the cops. And then after that, I think it's Hot Pursuit, which makes no sense. You have Shift and Shift 2, which make no sense. Most Wanted, which is whatever. And then this Rivals, and then, which is weird. And then this game. Here's what I need to tell you if you're a diehard fan. There's two different things I know. So, which rims are these? Those ones. The first thing is what I learned first. So we know for sure Carbon and Most Wanted are linked because you have the same BMW. And then at the end of Carbon, we know that the cars get stolen, and we saw the cars before. We know that there's a blue car in there. I think it was a Porsche, I don't remember. But we know the cars get stolen. And then in Pro Street, there's a guy always announcing stuff on the mic. And then he says there's a blue car illegally parked with the same license plate, or with the license plate, an FS-CRBN, which basically means Need for Speed Carbon. And this is in Pro Street. So we know that the car from Carbon is there. In Pro Street, you play as a guy named Ryan Cooper. That's something to know too. In Undercover, someone, like while you're in a police chase, someone pulls over another guy, and then they're like talking on the radio, and they say it's surname Cooper, Ryan, which means they pulled over Ryan Cooper in a race or in a pursuit. So that what you can take from that is that the Need for Speed games from Most Wanted to Undercover are linked by some sort of weird chain of Ryan Cooper and the BMW. But what's even more intriguing is what I read the other day saying Ryan Cooper is actually the guy. So like Underground 2, he's like trying to build up a rep. And then he becomes one of the biggest racers out there. And then what they said he did, like Underground 2, you get sponsors from everyone to like build your car. You get money for parts, I guess, or whatever. I don't remember. But he said what they said is that he gave someone all of his sponsors to buy the BMW. And then he took the BMW, and then we go to Most Wanted. That's what they said he did. So from there, obviously we know he goes to Carbon. And then from Carbon, because we know he came from Most Wanted to Carbon, he's one of the hottest Most Wanted racers out there. So when he goes to Pro Street, they said that he wore the helmet because he's Most Wanted. Which is basically saying that he's so wanted by the cops, nobody can know who he is. So like when they pull him over in Undercover now, we know that he has the helmet on because he's the Most Wanted, but they figure out who he is. So it's kind of like saying maybe he's like changing scenery again and again and again. And then I don't know if that's still him in Most Wanted 2012 or not, but it might be. The Cops and Rivals, I mean, I didn't play much of it, but yeah. But yeah, and then there's Most Wanted 2012. And then Paul Walker worked on in the first Fast and Furious that he gave to Vin Diesel. What? Oh, you mean the Supra? I mean, I just downloaded the rap and made it. What the? But yeah, I don't know if that's actually Ryan Cooper in 2012 or if this is Ryan Cooper right now. I don't know for sure. Nobody knows for sure. Nobody knows if the Need for Speed games are linked or not. But this is what I heard by speculation. In a way, it makes sense. The run. It's a good question. Hey, I don't know for sure where the race took place. I mean, I know like it was like New York, San Francisco. I don't know where Undercover took place. But that might be the same place where the run ended. Possibly. I don't remember for sure. Yeah, the rap. I downloaded it. It's in, when you buy a car, say you buy the Supra, when you go to trending or most popular raps, this was right there at the top. People make them and then put them up. But yeah, that's my Need for Speed theory. That each game, the main character has always been Ryan Cooper. Well, it's the theory I want to live by because it's the one that makes the most sense. I mean, I know for sure I've heard the carbon car in Pro Street. I know I've heard that while playing the game. So that is definitely true. But everything else, you know, doesn't really add up.